I do feel, oddly enough, like, I feel like you've chilled out a lot.
I think so. I think having a kid chilled me out, honestly. Because you have to have patience. There's no choice. You have to have patience to have a kid. Like, it's not like you're going to be like, oh, shut up. I can't deal with this anymore, right? You just gotta, you put them to sleep, and then they're like, come back into my room, I'm scared. You let them cry it out for like 15 minutes, and then they're like, I'm still scared. You go back into the room, you reset the whole bedtime routine, you start it over. You know, you just, it's no days off. You build up that muscle.
Speaking of no days off, did you log in your hiking on the Peloton app?
Listen, Dan, I'm not trying to put you on blast or anything, okay?
Yeah.
When it comes to the Peloton, it's a tool. You know, it's not like a doctrine that you have to adhere to specific rules. I don't log walking. I don't log like an outdoor bike ride. I don't log hiking or stuff like that. I only log strength or time actually spent on the bike.
Why?
Because the tool works for me, not the other way around. I'm gonna hit my 20,000 minutes this year regardless. I don't need to, you know, be like, oh, the only way I'm gonna get the badge is if I, you know, put my hour-long walk on nap time in here.
But don't you like seeing the numbers go up?
The numbers go up when I do the work on the bike. They go up.
Wouldn't you like more numbers?
Again, that's where I'm like, the numbers work for me, not the other way around. Like I see people, because I'm an insane person, sometimes I go to the Peloton subreddit just to keep up on the news. Some people will be like, I don't think I have a 90-day streak, but I'm stressed out. I'm going on a week-long vacation and I won't have access to my bike. So I downloaded a bunch of like 5-minute meditations so I can keep my streak up while I'm away. Now I understand maybe that streak helps you maintain like consistency and compliance, but also at the same time, if you're so stressed out that you're like, the streak is the only thing that matters, so I'm just gonna log in and hear someone for 5 minutes be like, relax, you're worth it or whatever, then I'm like, if you're so Peloton pilled that you can't enjoy your vacation, I think that maybe what you should do is break the streak and rebuild your mental from there and remember the reason you started exercising in the first place.
Yeah, but what if streak is part of who you are? Like, what if it's in your Twitch name?
Well, then you gotta do what you gotta do. In that case, you gotta do what you gotta do, of course.
And so, because here's my thought. I think at one point, you were Peloton pilled, where you had like a 300-day streak, and then you got sick one day. What did they call it? You call it Little Caesar.
Right,
and
yeah.
And then you're like, you had to go through it. You had to go through the heartbreak of a streak broken. And then now you're on the other side of it.
The daily streak is whatever. You can't control it. Weekly, the only time I've lost it is like if I've been on a cruise ship where you just don't have access to the internet. But like, I don't know. The thing is, my streaks are a little worse this year, but my hours are like way up. Like I've already got 2,000 more minutes in 2023 than I had by the end of 2022. So like, it's just, you know, you get in the time when you can get it.
Why is Dan projecting his streak pilledness on nlms? Look, I'm very streak based. I'll admit it. You know, that's just the way the circuitry and wires works. What do you want me to do?
I think you should take all three. Go for it. I think it's like, it's a bootstrapping situation. You use the streak as motivation to build the habit, and then after you've built the habit, don't become a slave to the streak. That's my 2 cents.
That sounds good. Why don't you post that on Peloton?
Because they don't have any. Because the only people who post there are out of their minds.
What do you mean?
I mean, with the Peloton is not like a hobby. And I know how funny it sounds for me to be saying that, but like, there's nothing to talk about. The only news is like, hey, like a new 30-minute pop ride came out. So like, I don't even know why I check it. Like, there's always posts from people that are like, they're making a mountain out of a molehill.
You ever just throw a couple 2 cents from its opposite day here on there?
No, because I feel like to read Reddit is pretty normal. To post on Reddit, you gotta be a little bit out of your mind. I mean, you just gotta get other stuff to do. No disrespect.